Mo, what do you want to tell people that you haven't said before, or anything we haven't said today? Something you want to tell people you haven't said before?
Are you saying that everything I said today I said before?
No, but you know, it seems like you get a little emboldened every few months, and you let out a little bit more of your inner truth about this.
I do.
And I know you're judging it because you don't want to freak people out and have them disengage, but you want to make sure they get their attention so they do engage. But you know, truth is truth.
Yeah, I think the reality here is that is a reminder, perhaps, at the closing of the fourth inevitable. Okay, we're about to hit a rough patch. Humanity has gone through rough patches before. My strong belief is that we'll end up in that utopia. This is my very strong belief.
Okay, really?
I call it an inevitable. So the fourth inevitable is that we will end up in a utopia. Okay, the description of that utopia is very different than what is normally sold to us.
And okay. We means 8 billion of us, or just a few of us?
I don't know.
Okay. Somebody will end up there.
Many of us will.
Okay.
Okay. And the reason some of us will not, by the way, is not because of the machines. It's because of the economic, impact of disruption of jobs. It's because of the violent impact of mass movement of people or wars and so on and so forth. It's not because AI itself, sent a RoboCop back from the future to kill you. It's not. Okay. It is a typical economic crisis that is, or a typical, human-made crisis that is swayed by how far the pendulum has gone, and the pendulum will go very far this time. The concentration of power, the differentiation between the top and the bottom is going to become very, very apparent. Now, I believe we will end up in that utopia. I really and honestly do. And I believe that we will have a rough patch between now and then. And so practically I say, prepare for the rough patch. Put your head down, get your resources right, get your mindset right, enjoy the current moment, enjoy the journey as we discover this rough patch, but believe that we will be in a good place. Okay? And that fourth inevitable can be accelerated by us by making sure, and I say that openly, never make the machine your enemy. So in the rough patch that we're about to hit, the enemy is not the machine. The enemy is the person who's telling the machine what to do. Okay, and I think if we avoid the intellect war that Hugo speaks about, if we avoid some of us rising and saying that the machines will be the enemy, I think we will find that the machines will be our biggest allies.
Now I finally understand what you're talking about, Mo. Took me a few goes, but now I finally see where you're going with this. I very much appreciate it.
I really appreciate that you give me the platform to speak about it. I mean, I think you've championed this for quite a bit now, and I think you've made a difference by doing that. Thank you.
It takes a while to understand, so I would just encourage anybody, if this is the first or second or third or fourth time you're hearing some of these concepts, they take time to seep in. They really do.
Yeah.
But I'm starting to understand and even believe what you're saying. First time I read your book, I couldn't come to some of your conclusions, but now I'm starting to see where you're going with that. And I want to say one more thing. What's a period of time that a majority of Hollywood movies are made during times of conflict? It's times where there's human greatness. We all, if you look at the greatest events of your life, the greatest things you've ever accomplished, they usually came out of a time of deep challenge, of against all odds, and you made it through in some way, shape, or form, whether you're a single parent or whether you're this or that or whatever. And so this is an incredible time to celebrate the great aspects of being human, and there are gonna be great leaders that come out of this period coming forward.
Yeah, and I think more interestingly, I think this would be a very, 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 very prominent focus on the oneness of humanity. I think very quickly we will realize the oneness of us, because suddenly the conflict will be outside our differences. It will reside within our similarities.
So Jim Rickards has just recorded a video that's not available to anyone in the public, and he's going to be talking about how this upcoming recession is going to be fast, It's going to be bloody. It's going to be nasty. But at the same time, he's going to show you how you can position yourself to profit from all of this chaos. Now, we've made this video only available to our viewers. Go to londonreal.tv/Jim. Watch that immediately. I can't say enough good things about Jim Rickards. He understands the global economic system better than any guest I've ever had on London Real. His predictions are almost uncannily true, and you can learn how to profit from his vision, from his expertise, and his understanding of economics. So go to londonreal.tv/Jim or click the link below. It's an excellent, excellent look on what's going to happen in the future and how you can position yourself to profit from that. Jim is one of the best in the business, one of my favorite guests on London Real, and he's very, very good at predicting the future and showing us all to profit from it. So click the link, and I hope you enjoy. The greedy bankers are about to do it again. In 2008, they crashed our financial system and nearly bankrupted the entire global economy. Then they received trillions of dollars in government bailouts. And after, they demanded fat bonuses paid for by you, the taxpayer.
It turns out the banks haven't just been screwing the American taxpayers, they're also screwing over their investors. Turns out the banking industry is the worst place you could put your money, despite enormous taxpayer bailouts.
Now the bankers are back to take away your financial freedom. They lie and tell you that cryptocurrency isn't safe. They try to make it illegal for you to choose how to invest your hard-earned money. They lie and say cryptocurrency is used by money launderers and criminals. But look at the record. It's the banks themselves that launder hundreds of billions of dollars every year to the biggest criminal operations in the world.
Leaked documents have revealed how some UK banks have helped criminals, money launderers and Russians under sanctions.
American authorities discovered that the Sinaloa cartel moved $881 million through HSBC accounts as bank officials turned a blind eye to the illegality.
The bankers lie and say cryptocurrency is not a real investment. Meanwhile, the smartest CEOs in the world are buying billions and billions of it. The truth is that banks lie about cryptocurrency because it makes them scared. The banks take $9 trillion per year of your hard-earned money, and they are worried that they will finally be exposed. They're scared because crypto means they can no longer control your money, which means they can no longer control you. They are scared because you might actually understand your money and intelligently decide what to do with it. Now is the time for us to come together, fight back, and take control. It's time to educate ourselves, our families, and our communities. Because financial education means financial freedom. We know that cryptocurrencies will help us build the new decentralized financial system of the future. A banking system that is of the people, by the people, and for the people. A banking system where access to finance is a fundamental human right. A banking system that is free and fair and welcomes all humans on this earth. The DeFi revolution is happening. We, the people, can no longer be fooled. We choose to take control of our finances. We choose to take control of our freedom. We choose to take control of our future. Join us, and let's take back our financial freedom